You're listening to the AFTERBUZZ TV Network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, King Johnson.
From the AFTERBUZZ Studios in Los Angeles, California, presented by Maria Menounos and Bing.com, and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies, this is AFTERBUZZ TV's The Voice After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. If you'd like to buzz in on tonight's show, you can buzz us at 424-256-1729. That's 424-256-1729. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AFTERBUZZ TV's The Voice After Show.
Hey guys, what's up? Just so everybody knows, Bing is for doing. Anyway, this is a voice show. Welcome. This is season 2, episode 7, the Battle Rounds, part 2, week 2.
Yes.
Whatever. I'm your host, Michelle Macedo. You can check me out at Macedo Music. And
I'm Marcie Smith. You can check me out at Marcie Alago Music on Twitter.
And I am Mark Allen. You can find me on Twitter, Mark E. Allen, A-L-A-N.
just the letter E.
Yeah, that's correct.
Marky.
Not like anything, not like Y. It's
Not like
Spanish.
Marky Mark.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I thought at first. But now that we have that all cleared up, let's go into tonight's episode, which was really cray-cray. It was week 2, part 2, and now the teams are almost ready for the live battle rounds. We started off with Christina's team,
Started off with a bang.
with Sarah Hill versus Jeff McBride,
Which I didn't think was fair at all.
which
No.
isn't fair because it's completely opposite.
Because like
Completely.
Sarah Hill was one of your favorites, wasn't she?
Sarah's great. I have nothing bad to say about Sarah.
Yeah,
Jeff is actually great as well.
Exactly.
But, like, she's 20 and he's 50.
Yeah.
Right. That also coming up, I forgot to mention, but later on for a special segment, we'll be talking about image in the music biz and whether or not it really matters. But
It matters.
I think
And
we know the answer.
This is a good example of
We'll
how
talk
it
about it.
matters.
Well, yeah, exactly.
There's a lot of examples, especially in this show and this episode, actually, of reasons why it matters. I don't know, or examples. But, okay, Jewel was Sarah's mentor person. Pretty sure that Christina or someone just checks to see if these people are available.
Yeah.
I mean, how do you think they choose?
I don't know.
The mentors.
Because, like, I mean, why is Jewel mentoring two really soulful singers?
Right.
Jewel is a folk singer.
Yeah.
She's a singer-songwriter, guitar-ish chick.
Yeah, she's got her lane.
Like, that's her lane, completely.
Yeah, that kind of surprised me. And it's not really, like, Christina's thing. But I guess Jewel was free, and so she came.
Yeah. Whatever.
Sarah
I
Hill...
didn't even write anything that Jewel said.
no, because
Well,
she
they,
didn't say
they
anything.
basically they just gave her a lot of confidence, I think, going
Yeah,
into the
that's like the
performance.
point,
Like,
yeah.
yeah, you're awesome. Do you? And she went.
Basically, all their advice, do you,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and don't try and compete with the other person, which is, like, stupid because they put them against each other, but whatevs.
Yeah.
Anyway, what I thought was funny, Lionel Richie did Jeff McBride, who's 51, and when he put his glasses back on during the performance, his glasses couldn't reach his ears. And that was
Hysterical.
a whole minute of entertainment.
Absolutely hysterical.
Mark, did
Yeah.
you notice that? Or?
I didn't notice until you pointed it out. But I mean, when they were talking about, you know, because he usually wears, I think it was even darker shades than he was wearing there.
Right.
So it was like, do you have to wear the glasses? He's like, yes. They're like, well, we need to
Clearly,
see the eye
he's 51.
contact.
I'm sure.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, and maybe contacts bother him.
Mhm.
But I like that they did glasses where you could actually see his eyes.
Yeah, for sure. And I thought it was a cool moment when he took them off, but then it just opened up the gateway for us to realize that they didn't reach his ears after.
And also that he couldn't really see. I don't know how well he could see, but I used to wear glasses. I got LASIK surgery.
Ooh.
Get it, girl.
And yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah, it didn't seem to hurt his performance because he was just killing
He
it.
was great.
No, he was on
I
top
thought
of it.
I thought Jeff was better than Sarah.
Yeah, they
I
sang
really
Chain
did.
of Fools.
Mm-hmm.
And I like Sarah. Sarah, girl, I like you. But, like, Jeff was singing you.
Yeah, it seemed like he kind of
under
was
the
owning
table.
it, and it seemed like Christina was even like rooting for Sarah.
Yeah.
Like, come on, she wants her to win, and then even though I felt like Jeff won the whole battle.
Vocally, if this was The Voice, like all of you want it to be out there, Jeff should have won. However, it's The Voice, and it's also a little bit of American Idol, and it's a lot. It's a lot of what we're looking at now. So
let's remember that these judges are successful in the music industry, so they've been through that. So they're obviously going to use that judgment on everybody else. You know, they know that image is.
Yeah, but what if what if they said, okay, this is The Voice, and they found them all by just hearing their voice, and then after that's over, now they can work with them, and maybe image does matter.
I mean,
they never said it has to be The Voice throughout.
Right. Okay. But
they did
like
find
I'm
them
saying,
with their mind. They found their
some
voice.
point
throughout the whole show.
At some point, image always matters.
Absolutely.
Yes, that's true. Even if we know what they look like, that just matters.
Yeah.
It
Totally.
just does.
And I mean, for instance, I love Drake. Drake is awesome. He does not look like a rapper. So I can't really watch Drake and listen to him rap. There's a disconnect for me. But I can listen to him rap all day long and be happy with it.
Did you see some of his acting before? Is that why?
No, I didn't see
that
his acting.
I did
that
that.
changed it for me. I was like,
changed it for me, yeah. Because he was on, what, Nickelodeon?
Well, was that Degrassi or whatever?
Oh, yeah, Degrassi, yeah.
I didn't see any of his acting.
I saw a small bit, and not saying he was a bad actor, but it's just like,
but it's
that's
Degrassi.
That's the same person?
Dude, it's like Canadian.
Yeah.
I don't know. I want my rapper to have a little roughneck in him. And
Yeah, especially when he's rapping about what he's rapping about.
seriously. Like, he's come from somewhere. Dude grew up in suburbia in Canada. Like, seriously?
I mean, well, that is something that they know. They know.
And also, it's about the story, as we know.
Right.
It's a lot about story as well.
Yeah,
but,
for sure.
So we don't agree with this picking.
No.
I mean, Sarah, I wish you best of luck, and you have a great voice, and I hope they pick good songs for you because you can do well.
Because she can sing, yeah. So
but
I mean,
she seemed like she was
think
trying
Jeff
to
should have been
overcompete.
picked.
Yeah.
And he really held,
Right.
you know, the anchor. He was like the anchor.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
And she was trying to do all over the place.
Even
I
she's
agree.
surprised. If we're watching on TV behind us, she's surprised that she won.
Well, yeah, because all the
Yeah.
other judges picked Jeff.
Yeah.
He's 30 years older. You know, he just
Yeah.
has
So
been singing forever. And this is like his last chance.
yeah, unfortunately, this is
I don't believe in last
she wouldn't make
chances.
it. For him.
Right. It's not really, but from the
I
judge's
think this
perspective.
is maybe his last chance on The Voice or whatever, but
Yeah.
keep singing, Jeff.
Right. And
I'll
he's
come see
going
you.
to, I'm sure. And Marcie will come see you.
She will.
CeeLo will be there with his cat. Freaks me out.
And you know, CeeLo, for instance, CeeLo wasn't like a huge, big singer at first. Like, he was a big producer. And
Yeah.
all these great songs were coming from him. And everybody's like, wow, who's this dude? Who's this dude?
Mm-hmm.
And then he became an artist.
Yeah, well, that's what it takes sometimes. Same thing with like Neo. Neo even got bumped from his first I think, couple contracts,
Yep.
and then finally it's just like he
Neo's
kept
not
on writing.
attractive.
Yeah,
He's a great writer.
yeah. He's a good performance too.
Okay,
He
Neo's a great writer.
Want to be Michael Jackson moves, but
Uh-oh. That's we got to write that down for Marcie's Corner.
Marcie's
Gotta write that down.
Corner.
Yeah, we should. This is Marcie's Corner.
Neo's a great writer.
Okay, and the next team, we had Blake, and that's Charlotte versus Lex.
Yes, with the song that shouldn't have been chosen for them.
Dude, all the kids, really?
Yeah,
By
Bob
Foster the People?
Come on. That plays way too much on the radio now. It's gone.
Well, it's on the
past
yeah,
point.
it's past the point of playing now. It's on the
Dude, it was
downfall,
all
but
bad. And why is Miranda a coach?
she's.
Because she is his wife.
You don't think she's talented, or you don't think she's a
I
good
didn't
coach?
say that. I don't.
You don't think it's the same genre?
It's not the same genre. It's not the same anything.
The
Like,
way they were singing "Pumped Up Kicks," it was the same genre.
all right, well, I don't think that's true either. But
I get boxing gloves to go to Marcie's Corner.
but here's the thing, like, go Blake. Like, that's what I'm talking about. Bring your girl along with you. Like,
Yeah, I
Trying
know.
to
That's
wank him.
awesome.
He's trying to catch Christina
Totally.
Aguilera's.
he's trying to
10
get
million.
some tonight.
Yeah,
like,
that's true.
for real. Like, I think that's awesome. But
Yeah.
whatever.
We'll
But yeah,
always
okay.
have an
The
awesome
song
date.
choice for these two,
Mm-hmm.
awful. It did not showcase anything for either of them.
No.
I think it was a bad song choice too.
I mean, I
Too
didn't
bad.
like the performance for either of them.
Yeah,
And they both have decent voices.
and just the way that Charlotte was acting, we both, we're all kind of like, we don't want her to do well. I mean,
No, she
even
was a
CeeLo
brat.
said, "Oh yeah, the way you were confident and sexy." I was like, "No, it's not."
She was more of a brat.
Yeah, she's more of a brat. I'm not her biggest fan. Even though she had that really awful disease thing where her jaw was disintegrating, which totally sucks. So I get why she wants to destroy Lex Lane. But still, she was trying to intimidate her. I think she was trying to... I didn't like the way she was. It totally worked. Totally worked. And she says... I don't like to show off for the sake of showing off, but my heart wants to show off.
Yeah.
Really? It's like, truly, your heart wants to show off.
Yeah, but it was hard to even pick a winner through all that garbage we were watching.
It was bad. It was bad for both of them. And, I mean, honestly, Charlotte clearly has the more unique voice out of the two of them. So, yeah, whatever. Girl, get it together. Do not be so cocky. Like, it's not cool.
Yeah.
You don't like it. As an audience.
And you're not going to make friends that people aren't going to be on your side that way.
Because we liked you to begin with.
Yeah.
But we didn't like you that much this time.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Definitely not. Alex, in terms of image or whatever, Alex wasn't... Well, apparently they were saying that like they thought Charlotte, or CeeLo thought Charlotte, like... Oh, yeah, she's, like, so... Can't stop looking at her, or whatever.
I don't know why.
And with Lex, I feel like more than that just being the case, in her head, she psyched herself out.
Yeah, she was out of the game from the get-go.
Yeah, because when she started off key. I was like, oh, Lex.
But she does this random, the high stuff, you know, that came out of nowhere, but it was, like, extra stuff.
Yeah.
It seemed like she had some cool tricks that she could do. It just, she wasn't just committing to it. She was just lacking the control of it, and it was like, oh, that was kind of unnecessary.
Yeah.
You know, if it was placed better, or, you know.
Failing
she
and
totally
flailing.
got psyched out. So if Charlotte was trying to intimidate her, she definitely did.
Oh my God! I hope Charlotte doesn't ruin everybody else. Watch, everyone will get
that's
poisoned.
not going to happen. I want Charlotte to go up against Homeboy at the end. She's going to melt.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay, so what happened then? Obviously, Charlotte
was picked.
Charlotte came through.
Yeah. Whatever.
Yeah, whatever. So that's okay. That's okay. You know, because next is CeeLo's team, and this was like the heartbreak of the night.
Yeah.
I feel like it was Sarah Golden and Juliet. Totally different. Like, totally different.
Yeah, they brought Babyface and Neo around.
Yep.
Of course.
Juliet, who's supposed to be like a Rod Stewart girl version, and Sarah Golden, who's the lesbian. and I love it. I love the sweater vests, you know.
I did not love the sweater vest.
I mean, but it's endearing.
It's not endearing.
Okay, Marcie doesn't think
it's not sexy. It's not anything.
It's not.
Well, however,
that it's sexy.
She was likable.
Yeah.
She was very likable.
And she did kind of like country yodeling stuff too.
I thought Sarah's voice was solid, and like she really held her own against Juliet, and that was hard because Juliet already had that raspy like like rocker chick voice for the Nirvana song.
Yeah,
so
that's right.
I know you guys felt differently, but I felt Juliet was in control of the whole thing.
Oh wait, it wasn't a
I
Nirvana
wanted
song.
her. I wanted her.
Oh, it's called "Stay with Me."
Yeah.
Did we know who sang it?
I think it might be Rod Stewart because they said that she already sounds like him. But I don't know. I think her overall performance was better. I thought she.
Sarah?
No.
No.
Juliet.
Of course not.
Nah.
Whatever.
But no, I just felt like Juliet was
a
better performer. I'm not saying just because
I didn't think she was a better
her image
performer.
Either. Just put that aside.
She
like
no clothes on.
No.
Yeah, I was going to say, Mark, how professional is it
her
to show up
booty?
to rehearsal without your pants?
Right.
That is not very professional.
Well, the second rehearsal, she showed up with pants, but then for the actual,
CeeLo
she
said,
went back.
Take it off.
Exactly. He must have.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I thought she was in control of the whole thing. I liked her scream notes that she was hitting.
You know what? I like Juliet's raspy voice, and that's about it. To me, Sarah executed the song far better than she did. She had a better tone. She had a better just control of her voice.
But I think Juliet's way more memorable.
Not
just the pants, just her voice. Her voice I thought was cool.
What's not memorable about them ugly vests?
I think they're both
bad hair
so different that they're both memorable. I mean, obviously, different opinions.
I was voting for Sarah. Sarah, I'm sorry.
And I get why Julie. I mean, She does
Juliet's more
have a really
marketable.
unique voice. She is more marketable.
And
She's
she
more
also-
image.
And she also
has a
gives
solid
it her
image.
like I felt like she left everything on the stage as she sang the
I
song.
didn't feel like that.
Could you feel that way for
I feel like
Sarah Golden?
that's Juliet's voice. That's how she's always gonna sing.
Yeah, she had that
That's her
Janis
voice.
Joplin
Giving it all, though.
nasally thing.
That's always her voice, though. I mean, that's how her voice was when we saw her.
Yeah, but I think it was cool to watch. I think she should have won. She did win, and now she's gonna move on. She's gonna win next time too.
Well,
Watch.
we'll just put Sarah Golden in Marcie's corner.
Yep.
Okay.
Sorry, Sarah.
Yeah. We wish you the best. Keep singing.
Yeah, she wasn't
Keep
bad.
singing.
I like her
Keep
country
singing,
style.
girl. Yeah, and her parents. Oh my god.
And that decision, just for the record, it was not about the voice.
Yeah, no way.
Thank
no
you very
way.
much.
Oh, well, let's also keep in mind what it was CeeLo's team.
Hey, this is true.
I mean,
that
like,
was a
what he
no-brainer.
was
I don't even know
Wait,
why he picked Sarah to begin with.
to
Juliet
begin
wasn't-
with, yeah, because he didn't see her. That's
Right.
why.
He was
That's
like-
exactly why.
Juliet's got to have somebody to go against. So
Yeah.
let me go ahead and
No,
just
but
get
Juliet's not
somebody.
like
Yeah.
overly like ridiculously.
She's not hot.
No, yeah. So why is I mean?
Okay,
she's
but
kind of a butterface.
if you put the
wouldn't say that
two
either,
next to each other, and you look at the way CeeLo reacts to everybody.
Well, for him, yeah, for sure. But for me, even if there was still chairs
Okay, if
turned
you
around,
saw neither of them, you would have still picked Juliet.
absolutely, 100%.
All right.
I guess there's only one way to find out.
You roll with that.
How? What's the only way?
To do it.
All right,
Or
I
to
didn't know
not.
her.
I know. Well, see, you can't. It's just.
It's all right.
Mhm.
But you never know.
Juliet's going to be at the house. I have no qualms about that. That's fine.
Write that down.
She
'cause I don't
definitely
agree.
has. She's gonna be at Marcie's house.
Right,
She's gonna
watching
be at the house.
her win, her after she wins the whole thing. No, I'm not gonna
Way
say
to
that.
turn it
but she's
around.
doing. No, she.
I love that you just
She's a great
backtracked and said,
performer.
I'm not going to say that. She's all right.
Yeah, no, exactly. I'm not saying she's gonna win the whole thing, but she definitely won that performance for sure.
She was definitely good.
She's all right.
I feel bad for Sarah.
Me
I
too.
liked Sarah. I
Thank you very
wanted
much.
her to
High
win.
five. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll have one for
Okay,
myself.
next team is Adam, and they say no more drama.
Mary
by
J.
Mary J. Blige, which is like what?
Mm-hmm.
That's a really hard song to sing.
Yeah.
It was Whitney versus Kim.
Kim,
Okay.
who you said was a backup singer for a bunch of people, right?
Yeah, I mean, Kim Yarbrough, I feel like she's been everywhere. Like, her name is really, really familiar.
So maybe do you think just being in the music industry, you've
No, I think she's
heard a lot
great.
about her?
Yeah. No, I've totally heard of her.
Mm-hmm.
She's got amazing control in her voice.
She's
For
what,
sure.
50?
Yeah, she was 50.
She's older.
Yeah, 50 years old.
I don't know how old she is. I know she's older.
And
Yeah,
the
older
cool thing
than
about this
Whitney.
matchup is that Alanis Morissette was free, and Robin Thicke was also free.
And his hair was also free.
His
for
hair,
that.
I think his hair was busy. He was doing something.
Oh, yeah.
I love
That's
Robin.
what
It was. It certainly was. Busy half the time.
He was doing his
Just
thing.
taking a nap the other half. But
So was this
yeah.
even fair going into it? Did
No.
you think? I mean,
No, I don't think it's fair. I mean, Whitney is clearly a very new
right?
singer and very new and nervous singer.
Yeah,
She
type.
was
Very
really
nervous.
nervous. I think that was a psyching herself
I
out
think she was nervous the
situation.
first time. I
Mhm.
mean,
Yeah.
she's still good, but
Yeah.
I think she was nervous
They're
the
just
first time.
overtaking her. I mean, how
But
old
Kim
was she, do
is
you know?
like, she's in her 20s.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
super young. I don't know.
Yeah,
I think
so
she was in
they
her
even-
early 20s.
They even told her like, be in the moment, be present.
Yeah.
And I mean that's one that's easier said than done, especially for a
Completely.
big stage like this for her. And then you come against, you're going against
Like a
Kim
powerhouse.
Yarbrough. That's a powerhouse.
Who has
that,
performed in front of a ton of people.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So,
I
yeah.
really didn't like the song for
No.
both either of them though.
I don't think it was. Yeah, I don't think it was a great performance.
Yeah,
but-
it's more of a solo song, and they're
it's
doing all
definitely
these
more of a
as
solo.
duets.
Yeah, it was
Mhm.
Like-
definitely more of a solo song, and like, let me tell you about my drama.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
song.
Oh yeah, and then by the end, Whitney was like jumping around.
Right, you're just trying to pull it back.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like
Yeah.
Whitney, her second half was better than her first half.
I agree.
She let it grow.
If she
and got the
started off
nerves out
not,
a little bit.
not
Yeah.
good.
it was
Yeah.
like, oh, this could be bad.
When she
but-
started, she was off key too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was rough.
But I mean, it was what it was.
Seniority wins in this one.
Right?
definitely
There
did.
was
Mhm.
no more drama.
Kim can sing.
Kim
I mean,
totally
Kim,
won.
if given the opportunity, she's always gonna try and sing somebody up under the table.
Oh,
so
yeah.
And she totally can, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, totally. Okay, next. Oh, we forgot to go back to this, but we'll do it now. Is Christina. I really like that she picked Heart Shaped Box.
heart-shaped box. Where were you?
To Christina. For the Lindsay and Lee, the baker.
Yeah, Lindsay
okay.
is one of my favorite from auditions.
Oh,
so
yeah.
we're pulling for her. Just because
So-
she did the Trey songs that she switched up.
Yeah, that
And,
wasn't even a
uh,
battle.
Mm-mm. Well, going into it.
It
Oh,
was
yeah.
not even a
But,
battle.
well, it seemed like
Yeah,
it was
she
like
got
the
the
battle of
shaved.
who has the most unique voice out of either of them.
I think it
And-
was a battle of who had the best hair.
No,
Mhm.
Lee was a hot mess.
Yeah.
He was.
Poor baby.
Oh,
I
no.
was just like, what are you wearing?
He wants to be known as a musician who bakes,
No.
not as a baker who pursues music.
But to have on 2 different patterns, on 2 different shirts, why?
Did he?
Did he?
He didn't. He
Yeah.
didn't.
That was
Yeah.
the next one. That was the next one.
Yeah.
Who are we talking
That was
about?
the
We're not
mom.
talking about Lindsay and Lee.
We're talking
Lee?
about.
We are.
Oh,
but-
we are. Yeah. I forget what he was wearing.
Yeah.
Didn't he have on?
He was just wearing like a regular. No, that was actually Jamie Lono.
That was the mom one.
Yeah. That's next.
That was next.
Oh.
So
nice,
right
nice
now is
try.
right now
Marcie.
Lee. We couldn't understand what they were saying, and he's the one that said "broken hymen of your hiney."
Right. Yeah. He plays guitar.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, he played guitar.
And I
the first
guess
time.
Lindsay is a big Nirvana fan and knew the song, and he has heard the
Wait,
song
Lindsay
in like
was the one
10
with the
years.
shaved head,
Yeah,
on the
half
side?
shaved.
Yeah.
and Lee wasn't the one
No,
with
he
the
had
glasses.
no, he had the curly hair. I think. And
No,
played the
he looked like
guitar.
Art Garfunkel.
Yeah.
He
with the
had
curly
like,
hair and the red glasses.
Not the red
Not
glasses.
they did both have curly hair,
Mhm.
but he
Oh.
didn't have the red glasses.
You got that one right.
Oh, okay.
See?
Sorry,
How can you
America.
trust her judgment on these if she doesn't even know
Uh
who
oh.
they are?
Uh oh.
I just.
Clearly, Lee is not
Alright.
memorable for me, and forget you.
Yeah, I know. I was gonna
Oh.
say Lee. That means if you didn't even remember him,
Yeah. Sorry,
you
Lee.
know, both of them.
Yeah.
But Lindsay's shaved head totally gets my attention every time.
For sure. Well, they said it was a very creepy performance, kind of
Yeah.
weird and unique.
Experimental.
It was really bad. It was not
Yeah.
good.
I mean, they liked it. I didn't think it was anything crazy, but I mean,
I think when I hear the words for the first time of songs, and you know that it's a good cover of it, you know, when you're hearing the words, and I couldn't even understand the
yeah.
words.
Yeah.
I mean, like just the
It was very
English
ran
of
together.
them.
so I don't think either of them were too much better than the other person, but I think Lindsay's first performance in her audition definitely pulled her to
I agree.
overtake this one.
Yeah.
Her first audition was amazing.
Yeah.
So that was, you know,
One of the most
sorry,
memorable.
Lee, going back to baking.
Yeah.
Oh well, it's okay. Keep playing music. Next team, okay, CeeLo again with Jamar and Jamie.
Yes.
And Jamie,
Oh, this is Jamie was the
Is
one
the
with the red
mom.
glasses.
There
yeah.
we are.
Oh, poor
with the
baby.
red glasses
And the diamond
and the
sweater and the striped
80s
Yeah,
shirt
that
under
one
it.
caught me off guard just from the. I mean,
and
It
the
was like-
pants.
And then he had like hips in his pants.
Yeah.
It just wasn't sexy at
Oh,
all.
no.
Jamar was one of
So
the more
sad.
people that one of the guys that I remembered from the audition rounds that was very memorable and like whatever I forget what he's saying, but it was just like his image is cool. I don't know if that matters. But no, it definitely.
Who
does.
knows?
And
Who knows?
This is the
But
boy with the
Yeah, we've
zipper sweater over here. Image.
Oh,
doesn't
yeah,
matter.
oh,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Okay.
Uh,
Uh-huh.
uh.
Just
Yeah.
put that on.
I'm gonna leave this one alone.
Right, right.
Just
Okay.
so, but we found out about Jamar's story that I didn't remember. Did they even mention that?
I don't
before?
know
I
if
don't
they
feel like
mentioned
they
that.
mentioned that.
No, I don't
Yeah.
think they did.
That's something I would have
That
remembered.
he was addicted to crystal meth. He got clean 6 years ago, and then found out that because of his drug use, he's HIV positive.
Yeah, and that's mind blowing. That's kind of brings us like, wow, that does really
Yeah,
happen.
that brings
and,
it back to reality.
But I mean, if he can still
That
make
just brings
things
me back to
happen,
the fact that when I try out for The Voice, I need a freaking story.
Yeah. Also
That's what that brings me back to.
Also that. But you can tell that Jamar is a guy with like charisma,
Mhm.
and he's coming out all hip, and the other guy's coming out
Yeah.
all
No,
confused.
he's definitely lived.
for sure.
Yeah, and he's just
Yeah.
he's
got an
just
old
got a
soul, that one.
personality. Yeah,
Mhm.
exactly.
CeeLo's one of his heroes, so I mean, it was cool that he's on
Yeah.
his team.
And he got to work with Neo.
I think what's frustrating for me with Jamie is Jamie has a great voice, and I feel like this song did not showcase
No,
that.
I felt like
And
they
it
were,
was
like,
too
set up.
high for
Song.
him.
This was set up for him to lose.
He
He
cracked
needed-
from the first practice.
And if he was
Yeah.
continuing to crack, any vocal coach or mentor would say, you know what, this song is too high for
You
you.
gotta bring it down.
We need to,
Yeah, 'cause
Instead, they're
it
just
is.
like, instead Babyface was even like, what? So what does this mean to you?
I mean, you're
it
not.
means that I can't sing it that high.
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
I'm not gonna go for the low because
Yeah.
I'm gonna sound like an idiot. And then even in the performance, he started like doing like the falsetto instead
Yeah.
of going high. And the other guy Jamar was just outshining him. So it
Yeah.
was just like he
That
didn't
song
have a
was way
chance.
too high.
Yeah, he
Exactly.
didn't have a chance.
The
And
song
he was
was
like
too high.
sweating. He was like, "No, that's good. He's like such a good guy. I want him to win." Like,
And I love that,
So sad.
one of CeeLo's first things out of his mouth, he said, there are a lot of people less talented on the radio.
Yeah.
yeah,
And that, I mean, unfortunately, that is the business we are in.
Oh, for sure.
As being in a
Absolutely.
music business, you don't actually have to have talent, but you always have to have an image.
That's true.
Some
That's
kind
true.
of image.
Yeah, some kind.
Mm-hmm.
Regardless of what it is, you have to have one.
You can dress up like a peacock, like CeeLo.
I
That's
mean,
true.
LMFAO.
Mm-hmm.
Them boys are not sexy. I
No.
mean, they sing about being sexy
Yeah.
all the
True.
time, but
That's true.
there is nothing sexy
There are
about
a lot
them.
of talk. There are a
Yeah.
lot of talk.
But they have an image, you know.
Yeah.
It's that crazy Afro. I don't have an image.
Well,
Totally.
the animal pants.
Yeah.
And they got a
And
good.
you know what? It works
Party.
for them.
Their energy. I mean, takes them, and their music's catchy. That's all it takes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
it. And one of your dads is Barry Gordy.
Oh, really?
Godfather. Isn't his Godfather?
I don't know.
Well, that helps.
Well, yeah.
That helps a lot.
But supposedly Barry Gordy didn't
It
help
always
him
helps
out.
when somebody
but-
has a label
Yeah.
or,
Yeah.
is a music mogul.
It happens to be. That
In
totally
your back
helps.
pocket.
If you have
Not
major
saying that they're
label
not
on your
talented.
side.
I think they're talented and they producing hits after hits. So
They certainly are. They certainly are. Well, on that note, unless there's anything else you guys want to say.
Oh, wait, they picked Jamar.
yeah, Jamar.
Oh, they picked Jamar. Oh,
They picked Jamar, and Jamar is gonna go
And
far.
he
Thought
should
that
have
was-
won, yeah.
Yeah.
And I do think he's
How
going
long
to go
did
far.
it take to think of
I
that one?
I wrote it down while you guys were talking.
Oh,
You
good.
know, came
About
with
my
that
sweater.
snazzy sweater.
Oh, yeah. Jamar's gonna go far.
You're so lucky. I'm nice.
So besides that,
Oh, like
so
that.
besize that, now we're gonna go to Marcie's corner. But
I'm not
first,
scared of you.
we're gonna go to a commercial break.
I am.
Now, soon.
How about now? What about now? Maybe not. We're going to keep talking.
What about
Well,
now?
we could kind of tell them about AfterBuzz and what the commercial would tell them about.
That's true. Well,
Yeah.
it would tell them about a lot of stuff. One of the many important things it would tell them is to listen to us every Monday night
Mm-hmm.
on the Voice After Show.
And after you watch us on Monday night, you can also download us and all the other podcasts for AfterBuzz
That's
on
true.
on iTunes for free.
I'm sure that we do the show that you watch.
Absolutely. Eyes and
Tomorrow
ears,
we
that's all
end
they
up on
want.
YouTube.
That's correct. So download that and share with friends.
YouTube.com/AfterBuzzTV. Go to AfterBuzzTV.com. Go to iTunes. Download it. You'll be so cool.
Yeah, that way you don't have to talk to your coworkers at work about it.
Around the water cooler.
Of course.
Or you
Totally.
could be at work completely cracking
And
up.
then when you watch Dancing with the Stars, vote for Maria.
Yeah,
Because
vote for
she's gonna
Maria.
be,
And vote for Jalil, too. Because that's my homie.
Because Bing is for doing it. Let's go to commercial break.
AfterBuzz TV.
Hi, I was once like you, a lazy, angry loner whose only joy was watching TV and surfing the net. And like you, after I'd see one of my favorite TV shows, I'd be so excited and have so many questions that I'd actually have to talk to my douchebag coworkers about it at the water cooler. Then I discovered AfterBuzzTV.com. AfterBuzz TV produces after-show webcasts and podcasts for TV series of all kinds, like post-game wrap-up shows for all your favorite TV shows. AfterBuzz TV hosts are industry insiders who break down episodes of shows, take calls from fans, and interview cast and crew from each series, with over 60 different after-shows, from Boardwalk Empire to American Idol to Vampire Diaries to Real Housewives, and more. Now, after a night of TV, I can ignore my stupid coworkers, who I hate, and go straight to my desk and watch or listen to all my favorite AfterBuzz TV after shows, and have all the TV fan interaction I need. Thank you, AfterBuzz TV.
AfterBuzz TV. What do you want to buzz about?
Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to The Voice After Show, Season 2, Episode 7, The
Dun,
Battle
dun,
Round,
dun.
Part 2. Here I'm your host, Michelle Macedo, and here's Marcie.
Hello.
Mark, that's my name.
Marcie, Mark, Michelle. Whoa.
M&M.
That's cool. That's cool. But anyway, we are going to move right on to our special segment, which is, does image matter in the music business? How much does it matter?
A lot.
Marcie? Let's go to Marcie's corner here for a second.
Well, I get beat up on all the time because I talk about people's image, and this is The Voice. Yeah, it's The Voice or whatever, but, like, everybody wants to look at somebody. And when you look at somebody, you're going to make your own opinions, and these are my opinions.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, I'm not the foremost authority on everybody's image, but it's just what I think.
You did just walk into her corner, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're not leaving.
So,
So
and
what's
no, I'm not
your
leaving.
what is your opinion?
But here's the thing, like, Adele, for instance, when she first came out, everybody just heard her voice and was like, "Oh my God, this person's amazing." Nobody knew Adele was a big girl, or wasn't.
Because we talked about the album cover was just like close up on a random part of her face.
Yeah, it wasn't like, they didn't have a full like spread out sexy big girl cover. Like,
No.
Well, you wouldn't do that either.
Why?
Because that doesn't.
Because what?
That's
That
not
doesn't
gonna add.
fit
That's
the
not gonna
image that
add.
they're looking for.
Well,
add to what?
Right. It doesn't fit the image.
Yeah.
That they
So what did they do?
want.
What did they do for her CD cover?
They did some random
So, I mean, you're not
close-up
gonna-
thing on her.
You're not
like,
gonna do her.
Same with
you're not
her
gonna,
second album.
Yeah, but you're not gonna.
it was just all her face.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, she is not. She's not an ugly
What?
girl.
Oh, okay. But we're not gonna show her
Yeah.
sexy body. We're not gonna have her
Exactly, so
like
if you-
Beyonce, like all spread out.
Oh,
and
Well,
everything.
yeah.
you're not going to show anything that's going to take away from.
Oh,
music,
but
yeah.
so then you're saying being a big girl is not a good image.
I'm saying that it's not. I mean, necessarily the best image.
Oh, okay.
It is an image.
So you're
So
proving
let's
that
talk
point.
about-
Thank
wait.
you very much.
Let's talk
Okay.
about
So now,
marketability.
exactly. So maybe just starting off, but now they show her and everybody knows she's big.
No, they
and-
don't.
and-
No, her second album came out and they showed her face.
Yeah, but nobody
So-
buys the CD
Okay, here's
anyways.
my
They
question.
download it on iTunes.
Here's my question for both of you: how long did it take? The time between when you heard her first song or whatever
With Trading Pavement?
to the Chasing Pavement,
Trading
yeah.
Pavement?
I didn't know.
Trading
I didn't even like that
Spaces.
song.
Honestly, I didn't know what that girl looked like until Rolling in the Deep.
Yeah, actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you know what Foster the People looked like?
I have no idea what they look like, and I
Okay.
worked at the Elton John party, and I still don't know what they look like.
Okay, so it does. Okay, so they have a good image.
I don't know what
They
to
have
tell
a
you.
they have a good
They're not
image,
from
and their
here,
song
though.
was the most played the whole
But they're not from
last
here.
year and most of this
Let's
year.
focus. America doesn't care about people that aren't from here, and I don't mean that in a bad way. I just mean that
Well,
Jessie
obviously-
J, for instance, was super popular before anybody knew who she was. Like, everybody was like, "Oh my God, who's that voice?" Da, 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 da. I knew who she was because I'm in the music industry.
Okay.
So like, I knew who she was. But like,
So if they don't care,
again,
if they don't care what they look like,
there
then
are
why?
a ton of
then
people
why?
out here who still don't know who Jessie J is.
If America doesn't care where you're from, then
I didn't
Adele's
say
not
that.
from here.
I didn't say that. I said America does care where you're from.
Okay, but you said if you're not from here, then it doesn't matter.
I didn't say that.
Yes, let's rewind it.
So.
But I'm saying Foster the People, they
That's
have
not what I said.
they have a good image and their song.
I said they're not
and you
from
don't know
here.
what the-
Therefore, they're not promoted like other artists that are from here.
They're not
Well, 'cause-
promoted the same way that.
No, their
How are they
image,
promoted?
their likeness, they're not promoted the same way as if like some other artists, like Drake, for instance.
I mean, it definitely is the international thing, a part of the image. There's this idea, I think, especially in the music industry, that if someone's coming from another country, then we think, oh, then that's
not
the
as
best
good.
of their country.
Right. They're not as good as America. But
Well,
that's the best they have to bring over
Yeah,
here.
that's the best that they have. So
Well, 'cause
it
this
is
the
like
number one place
that-
to go, because all the artists that don't make it here for very long, they just go overseas.
right.
and make
There's
more money
also
than
that.
they would ever make here.
Exactly.
There's that.
I'm just saying, like, Chasing Pavement was alright. Yeah, the chorus can run through my head. I didn't know what she looked
But
like
do you-
then.
but
But
you
if she
just-
came out with someone like you and was
No,
just
it wouldn't
was
have made
just
a
there?
difference.
You don't think so?
No, it wouldn't have
I
made a
don't-
difference. It wouldn't have made a difference.
You think it would have made a difference if?
She wouldn't have won 7 Grammys this
Okay,
year.
Adele,
If-
not Adele. What's her name? The girl that
Jessie
sang
J.
"American Boy." Take me on a trip.
Oh, Estelle.
Estelle.
Oh.
Okay, she had all kinds of stuff out before that song.
Yeah,
Nobody
she did.
ever heard about her. She had like 2 albums before that song.
She did.
Okay.
Nobody ever heard about her. She's not cute.
Okay, so but there's so many.
And there was like no like.
That's why
certain
Adele is like
image for her.
a breath of fresh air, because we always focus on the image, focus
I'm
on the
not
image,
saying that it's
focus
not a
on
breath
the
of
image,
fresh air.
and all these images that the most beautiful people,
Okay.
that you put them up there, and sometimes they don't last very long.
I'm just being realistic
yeah,
about
so am I, but
our situation as a music industry.
but
That's it.
Okay.
That's it. All I'm saying is if you get into the American music industry, there is a certain amount of clout that's going to go with your image. Britney can't sing to save her life, but she's a great performer, or used to be a great performer, and she had a great image.
I'm not saying that
Period.
image doesn't matter. I'm saying that Adele, there is definitely some times where the rules don't apply. Like Adele would have still, that album was so good, it didn't matter if you put her. First of all, if you just put her whole body
I
on the
agree.
on the
All I'm
CD.
saying is you just never saw her.
Her
But-
image
yeah,
is no image.
Yeah.
Exactly. That is her
No,
image.
that's there
That is true. Do you see Adele having like
which is
makeup,
a good thing
makeup
for the internet.
ads or like commercials on
She'll probably
anything?
be the spokesperson for
Do you-
Dove. because that's what their image is. They support that thing. But I'm
Okay.
saying Adele still would have
Adele's
won
been out
as
for
many
how
Grammys.
many years now? Has she had any of that stuff?
Exactly, but now we know what she looks like now. She
Still,
performs live.
Has she had any of that stuff?
Well, I just saw on the cover of Vogue and Cosmo.
Thank God.
On the cover of Cosmo, she looked like cropped and totally airbrushed,
Skinnier.
totally different than in life. Like I felt like there was no way
I'm just
that
saying,
she would beat
image
that.
is a big part of.
I agree. I think
this
image.
industry,
You can
period.
you can have a great image and a terrible voice, and obviously make it in this business.
Unfortunately.
However, there is some rules that
There's
don't
no
apply to
such
certain
thing
people
as-
like Adele.
No, there's just no such thing to me as, and I'm saying to me, I'm not saying for this industry or anybody, but there's no such thing to me from just being in this industry as just the voice. It doesn't exist. And if you have the voice, you're in the background. You're like Kim Yarbrough, and you've been on everybody's album. You've done backgrounds for everybody. You've sang on top of everybody to make them sound better, but you've never been in the forefront.
But I'm just saying.
On the rare occasion you have Adele,
Where
who finally breaks out and still is nowhere in terms of image.
I think a really good example of image worked at the most is like the music videos.
Yeah.
that we rarely see.
Adele's music videos, the ones that I've seen, she's not in all of it, and she's
And if
sitting
she is,
down.
She's either sitting down or she's on a stage
Yeah.
with a band.
Yeah,
and,
because that's her
like,
image.
that's-
She's a live singer and can sing
Yeah, well,
anybody.
I
under
bet
the
you if
table.
you talk to Adele,
Mhm.
she does a lot more than just that. And there's her songs that she sings about and the things that she writes about are a lot more than just sitting down and standing on a stage.
That's all she does.
Well,
Okay.
as we know,
And
she's won
You
7
proved
Grammys.
my point yet
and
again.
Mark's corner. Mark's has a corner.
I do. This is my
You
corner.
know, so
I know image does apply, but however, there is certain times where it doesn't matter, and you can still win 7 Grammys if you're a big girl. And we all know what she looks like now.
Okay.
They're not still hiding her.
Do you think
I'm not saying
to
that
play
they're
devil's
still hiding.
advocate here?
I'm just saying that in the beginning, as with everything else, Adele is a special case. There's always going to be special cases in
Okay,
everything.
that's what I'm saying.
Do you think that
But in
her
general,
image or her
This is how
lack
the
of
mix is.
her because she's bigger? Do you think it helped her image at all?
Yeah, I think once you heard the music and it was so good, the whole album was so good that it didn't matter. I think it's a good thing for America to bring
I think that
the
it-
best of London over here.
I don't think it had anything to do with bringing the best of London over here. I think it helped in the fact that, you know what, other people, I mean, our country is 75% overweight.
Right. That's what I'm
So,
saying. So you think
when-
people were like, "Oh,
When
it's
they
okay."
see somebody like that singing and succeeding, I think that's a beautiful thing. And that makes people that look like Adele or are bigger or whatever, it gives them hope and lets them know that they can do whatever they want to do as long as they're really good at
Right.
it.
So it's a good thing for.
No, I'm not saying it's not a bad. I'm not saying it's a bad thing that old girl is big. I'm just saying that
But if she is big, hide her. Because
I'm
of image.
saying we are such an image conscious country. That's all
Absolutely.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. I think it's great that, she's doing her thing. Just like Queen Latifah, for instance. Nobody thought she
Mhm.
could do all the things that she did.
She was on covers.
Shoot, she was a female, she was black,
Yeah,
and she was
she's
big.
awesome.
Mhm.
I mean, like,
And she owned
She
it and
does
worked
everything.
and she's doing her thing, you know what I mean? But there's always going to be the exception to the rule.
out. That's what I'm saying.
However, I'm saying you have it 10 times harder if you are the exception to the rule. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, I agree. It's-
Thank
you
you
think-
for agreeing.
Do you
finally.
also think? I feel like also that is so true, and if you are like everybody else, it's also like crazy hard,
Completely.
Yeah.
So either way,
Completely. When I
It's
walk
really
into a
hard.
room when I walk into a room for an audition, automatically I'm a black girl, and they think I'm gonna sing R&B. I'm
Yeah.
not an R&B singer. I never profess to be. I don't pretend to be. I don't try to be. And so like it's either shocking in a good way or shocking in a bad way for whoever's listening to me, however they want to take it.
Mhm.
actually,
what I mean?
it's funny. It's funny that you said that because I was just talking about the other day on the set of my music video. There was an extra, in the background, and I was going around talking to people, and it was an older African American male, and I was talking to him, and he was like, "What does this girl look like? What does she look like?" Meaning the singer of the song, and it was me, and I was like, I sang the song. It's me. He was like, what? When I look at you, I think of like an annoying little white girl voice coming out of you.
Oh my god.
I know, and he was like...
He said that out loud.
Yeah, out loud. And then he was
On
like...
your set.
Yes. I was like, wow, he no, filter. And he was like, I thought some like annoying voice. And then he tried to do, he was like, and then he was like, but you sound black. You sound black. He just kept saying it. I was like, okay, I'm going to take that as a compliment. I'm going to ignore the whole annoying white girl thing, whatever. I'm going to take it as a compliment. But he just kept saying that. And that was really interesting.
People prejudge people a lot.
Yeah.
And that's just, I mean, that's how we
it
are
is.
acclimated in this country.
Mm-hmm.
That's just how it is. And not just in this country, but in so many other countries. I mean, in Japan, for instance, they think America is, everything that comes from America is better than what they have.
Yeah, that's why-
crazy.
yeah.
Yeah.
But that's what they think. Because that's what you grow up and that's what you learn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's true. It's
So it just is what it is. I mean, I hate to be the bearer of, like, truth news, but
truth news.
it just...
The what? Wait, can we...
Yes, you heard it here. Truth news.
AfterBuzz TV exclusive.
Maybe that's
Thank you
the
for
new
that.
title of your segment.
Truth news.
Maybe that's it.
Yeah, it just is what it is, and I hate that I get, the brunt of bad comments and everything because I just say it like it is. It just is. I didn't make it that way.
Do you feel like you get the brunt of bad comments?
Yeah. Have you read our comments?
Mm-hmm.
I try and stay away from that.
It's all good. My mama raised a really strong black chick, so I'm cool.
Yeah,
I'm
she
good.
did.
You can say whatever you want to say.
Yeah, she did.
I'm confident in who I
Bam.
am and what I say.
Obviously.
Obviously.
and
That's
what about
right.
you,
It's all
Mark?
love. It's all love.
That's right.
And how did your mama raise you?
She
She raised him to wear that sweater.
Yeah.
There, that's what we
She got me
have to
this
say.
for my birthday. No, she didn't.
Good for you.
I
like the sweater. It looks easy
It's a
to,
nice
put on, take off. I like
it really
it.
well. It
got
has
a
a
zip.
zipper, which helps.
Totally helps. Is there anything else that you would like to say, Mark, about image in the music industry?
No, I just know that it does absolutely matter.
Thank you.
But I'm in agreement with saying that it's a breath of fresh air that Adele is doing so well.
Adele's not the only one. I mean, we've had Patti LaBelle, we've had Aretha Franklin, we've had like so many people that are not your skinny pop star.
Well, that's
like,
before pop music was everything.
I mean,
now,
Luther was
really.
a big man. Like,
Times are changing though.
I'm just saying.
And I mean,
People aren't perfect. We have a lot of ugly rock stars, and people still think they're sexy as all get out.
with that crazy hair.
That is the
Oh
truth.
my God!
Mhm,
Like,
but it's still an image that people like still.
I mean,
Yeah.
look at Mick. I mean, whoa.
I know.
I mean, that dance he does.
The moves he's got.
Yeah, just work it
People
like you're
love
really
him,
hot.
You know?
and
Exactly.
It seems to
Maybe
be
if
that
you believe
are.
it, then everyone else around you will.
Yeah,
It's true.
that seems to work with a lot
So
of people.
be confident, people. That's the lesson for
Yeah,
today.
be confident.
That's what we got out of all of this.
Oh
Being
yeah.
confident.
Okay, so that's a lesson. I think
Work
it's
your
be
confidence.
confident.
Yes.
Work your confidence. Thanks for tuning in, guys.
Thank you.
Please tune in next week for live? No,
No.
other battle rounds.
More
Other
battle.
battle rounds.
We're still
For
battling.
the rest.
One more.
Marcie and I won't battle as much though.
Probably will.
Who knows? But for now, just follow me at Macedo Music, and you follow Marcie at.
At Marcie Lago Music.
And follow me, Mark E. Allen, and follow us at AfterBuzz TV.
Yeah, that's it. Bing is for doing it.
And we're doing it next time.
We're doing it now. Doing it.
From Bing.com, executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff. We would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments and questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The expressed herein are those of the host only, do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or business.